Oh, doesn't look like I'm wearing a shirt. That's great. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing the series on my channel called I Made Vegan. So, if you don't already know what this series is, basically I take foods that aren't typically vegan and I veganize them. I've done a lot of other videos. I will link my playlist down below. They're so much fun and I have made some amazing vegan foods. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but so today I'm finally bringing the highly requested cosmic brownies. So as a kid, cosmic brownies, well actually anything Hostess or Little Debbie, I was here for it. I absolutely love those things. I'm so excited to be making cosmic brownies today because cosmic brownies was probably at the top of my list and I have so many good memories associated with them. So a little disclaimer before we begin, the little colorful chocolate chips that are on top of cosmic brownies are not vegan and I haven't found any vegan versions, so we're not going to be putting those on top today. I apologize, but we're going to try and see if we can make the base of the brownie. Okay, let's just start because I am beyond excited. First off, you're going to need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now that's on. You can hear it in the back, and I apologize that it's kind of noisy, but we're baking, we need the oven, so. Okay, first off, you're going to need 2/3 cup of vegan melted butter. Then to your bowl, you're going to add 1 cup of regular sugar, 2/3 cup of brown sugar, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm just gonna eye it. And then you're just going to mix that all up. Now that's all mixed up. Now I made 2 flax eggs and I'm going to be adding these in one at a time. So I'm gonna add the first one and then mix that all up. And now that that's incorporated, I'm going to add my next flax egg. And flax eggs are just made by using 1 tablespoon of ground flax with 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of water. And it basically acts the same as a typical egg would in any recipe that you make. Okay, now you're gonna set that bowl aside and you're going to take another bowl. And to this bowl, you're going to add a 1.5. And to this bowl, you're going to add 1.5 cups of flour and a 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. And then you're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And that's all in this little dish here. And then you're just gonna wanna whisk that all up. And now you're gonna take your bowl of wet ingredients and you're going to alternate adding in your dry mixture and then also 3 tablespoons of almond milk or nut milk, any plant milk that you want. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the dry mixture. Added about probably almost 1/2 cup. I'm gonna mix that in. And you can also use a stand mixer if you don't wanna tire out your arms. But I honestly prefer using a spatula or doing it by hand. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of the almond milk and mix that in. And then more of the dry mixture. Then more of the almond milk. And then the last bit of the dry mixture. And mix that up. And then finish off by adding the rest of the almond milk and mix that on up. This mixture smells so good. Okay, so now the mixture looks like this. It's really gooey. And now you're going to take a lined baking dish. I'm using a 9 by 13. And you're going to scoop your mixture into that and just flatten that out. And the reason why we are using a big pan is because cosmic brownies are more dense and thin. So hopefully this will give them that same effect. I also really want to try attempting to make the mini chocolate Hostess donuts because those were also another favorite of mine. So let me know if you guys want to see that as well. All right, it is all spread out, and now you're going to put this in the oven and bake it for 20 minutes. So my brownies are now out of the oven and they are cooling. While they are cooling down, we are going to make the beautiful top shiny layer on top of the brownies, the ganache layer. So you're going to need 1.5 cups of chocolate chips, vegan, and then half a cup of either heavy cream or coconut cream. I'm using coconut cream. And then you're going to want to microwave this for 1 minute or until liquidy and hot. So I'm gonna go do that. So now my coconut cream is a liquid, and I'm just going to pour it over the chocolate chips. And then you're going to want to let this sit, do not stir it, let it sit for about 3 to 7 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes, so I'm going to take this and start stirring. And what this does is basically the heat of the coconut milk or the vegan heavy cream will melt the chocolate chips and it will make a ganache. I'm not exactly sure the science behind it, but we're doing it today. So I'm pretty sure that the coconut cream that I'm using will definitely give it a coconutty flavor. So if you don't like coconut and want this to be more authentic, you should probably use vegan heavy cream, but I just wanted to use coconut cream because I personally like it and it's all I had. So now the mixture is super thick. We're going to now pour this over our brownies. Make sure that your brownies are cooled down completely before doing this, just to ensure that the ganache will then set. All right, so here are the brownies. And now we're just gonna pour the ganache on top. I'm gonna do it down here just because I don't wanna spill. Knowing me, I will spill. And yes, you're going to want to use all of it. You want a thick layer. And then just spread that evenly over the top. So it looks like that, all beautiful and shiny. And then we're going to let this sit for about 30 minutes. I'm not wanting to wait that long, but we can do it.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I had mine sitting and it's still super shiny and a little bit liquidy, but I'm gonna try cutting into them because I honestly can't wait any longer. So the stuff on top didn't harden all the way, but it still should taste good, you know what I mean? And if you really want these to be firm, you can put them in the fridge or freezer to harden all the way, but I don't really got time for that, so. Ooh. That's what it looks like. So the ganache layer isn't as hard or as firm as I would like it. So like I said, you can put it in the freezer to firm up a little bit more. But the brownie part feels like a cosmic brownie. So let's try it. That's really good. Does it taste like a cosmic brownie? If you really think about it, it does. I will say the texture is pretty identical. I really, really like these. These are super good. I would totally eat this whole pan. It is so good. Honestly, I just highly recommend making this recipe. The texture is unbelievable. I'm obsessed. I would rate these a 9.5 out of 10. They are so good. So I would highly recommend trying this recipe out. Alright you guys, that is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you liked this one. If you're missing cosmic brownies and you're vegan, I would highly recommend this recipe because it reminds me of cosmic brownies and it definitely gets the sweet tooth craving out of the way. So, so good. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.